Hello and welcome everybody. This is introduction and dress rehearsal to what is hopefully going to be a frequent live stream series of WordStorm by Alex. I'm going to call it a short name of WordStorm and a long name of WordStorm by Alex because WordStorm's already been used by some other people and I don't want to come into any issues like legal if someone else saying, hey, stop using our name. So abbreviation or shortened version of WordStorm, long name by Alex. And this software I've made some modifications. It's open source software. The program was originally TypeSpeed and I've made some modifications to it. So we don't care about speed in this one anymore. I'm going to look to deal with pronunciation, and I've made a word list up of like core English words. And so they'll initially go across very slowly, and then I'll aim to talk about them, and eventually there'll be more, and then it'll speed up. So down the bottom, there's like words per minute and characters per second. I just don't care. Once we get to 10 misses, it'll wrap up, and there was more words, type more words and get a higher score. There'll be more words and come across faster. So this is voter. In a democracy, everyone gets a vote, and in Australia, once you turn 18, you're meant to enroll to be eligible to vote, and the person who goes and casts a vote is known as a voter. We also have democracy sausages, which is when you go to a polling place, get a sausage sandwich or a steak sandwich, and that's exercising your democratic right. So realize. Someone may not realize that might get in the car and see two identical cars in a car park, and they might use the key, get into the wrong car, start it up and drive off before they realize, hang on a second, this is the wrong car. Be an honest mistake. They're not trying to steal it. It's something there. So early on, as words, there's only a few words and they're going slow. I'm going to try and add to the words. So broad, you could say someone has broad shoulders. There might be a very broad search where they're looking at lots of different areas rather than a specific search where they're just looking at a smaller area. And silly. Someone, we could say, be acting silly. It may not be themselves, or they could be silly, making a silly face, stick their tongue out or do a raspberry or something like that. Delicate. Someone might make a model airplane that could be very delicate. You wouldn't want to pick it up and throw it around. Thriller. It's a type of a movie where it's exciting and we're not sure how things are going to go. There might be a bit of drama. There might be someone like a cat and mouse game where one I recommend is Infernal Affairs. The cops have a mole in the underground in their crime organization, but the crime organization also has a mole in the cops, and it's a race on to figure out who's got the mole. And it was remade. Concentration. The movie was remade into, I believe it was called Departed and made for Hollywood. So as the words go across, they'll turn yellow and then red. Concentration, someone might think a lot. So if you're sitting an exam and we're just now starting to get more words and they're going, I think a little bit faster as well. Regret. You think back on something that's happened and you wished you could do things differently. Jet, a short name for a type of aircraft based on the engine, the jet aircraft. So the turbine, it's an aircraft came after World War II. Population, so that deals with the number of people in an area. Might be number of people in a city, how many people live there, or it might be a small country town where the population's only 15. Kind. It's very kind of someone to donate some food to a charity. Pale. So this one is, I believe there's two different pails, P-A-I-L and P-A-L-E. They could be both wrong. One is like a bucket. It's not used very commonly anymore, but this is someone might look pale. The skin might seem whiter than usual, and that's because the blood is circulating away from the skin. It's someone might have bled a little bit or has suffered they might be feeling unwell. First, the area of land near the ocean, gift. Someone might get a gift on their birthday. And a lie. Someone is not telling the whole truth. They might lie and say that they were late because of an accident, where instead they might have been getting coffee. Optional, and related to that is a white lie, where you're telling a lie, but you're doing it to not hurt someone's feelings. Balance. There might be some scales, and you put some weight on there to see that they balance. Lovely. You might describe, say, a bunch of flowers. Cool. A nice, cool afternoon. So it could be, say, 16, 18 degrees. You might not exactly want a jumper, but yeah, you're not running around. You're not going to the beach either. Might be getting some issues where it's disconnecting and reconnecting. Oh, just bear with me. I'm going to go over to the... No, it's saying stream health is there, even though it's giving a bit of a screen. So let's get rid of that line off there. Nationality. What country someone comes from. Meat. That's the thing you buy in the supermarket. Domestic. His. Execute. Could execute some software. Or in older medieval times, there was a way when people were killed. So the guillotine. Generation. State. Yacht. Period. Telecommunications. Lease. Rocket. Isolated. So I'll just try typing them and pronouncing them now. Impossible. Outstanding. Hook. Onto. World. Specialize. Mail. So the type that comes in the post. Attached. Spot. Lower. Revision. Rush. Temper. Nose. Piece. So not the war type. Machinery. The other type is PIECE, piece. Save. Dinner. Helmet. Go on the head. Collect. Command. Process. Type. Apple. Frozen. Fold. Sail. Beneath. Hotel. To stay a night in a hotel. Mixed. Hardware. Onto. Green. Corner. Brightening. Hidden. I think it's just kicked up another speed again. Iron. Sun. Splash. Group. I'll skip security. Merchant. Weather. Euro. Terrifying. Terrify. Bacon. Silver. Trigger. Adopt. Ceremony. So once I've hit 10 misses, it runs up. And one of the other modifications I did to this compared to type speed is it now prints all of the words that were shown on the screen, which is something I was doing, and someone might look at it and I might say, what's the word? So I now get a chance to go through them all. So dad, male parent or father, cook. We're going to cook some meal up. So I might cook some sausages or cook spaghetti bolognese. Sick. Someone's feeling under the weather. They might have ate some bad food, or they may not be coming in tomorrow if they've caught a cold. Ceremony. A marriage is a ceremony. They go through a process, and a graduation ceremony could be another one. A pen, something to write with. Spin. You might say take a car for a spin colloquially, just go for a short drive, or a Ferris wheel and a merry-go-round spin around. Adopt. You might adopt a new practice in a business, or parents might adopt a child. Out. Goods. A roundabout. It's an intersection with a big circle in the middle. Usually doesn't have lights, like a traffic intersection. Cycle. It could be a development cycle, something might happen every 2 weeks, or could also be short for bicycle. Attachment, put an email attachment in there. Comedy, a show or stand-up where the main purpose is to get people to laugh and give them a good time. A signature down the bottom of a letter. A way to refer to some other people you like could be darling. So husband and wife could call each other darling. You wouldn't say that to someone that you don't know too well. That'd be very good friends. It might be relative. Lid. So put a lid back on the jar so that it doesn't spoil. CV is short for, I think, curriculum vitae, so similar to a resume. Submit. Withdraw. So hit submit when you put a form in there, or you might submit a paper to try and get it published in a magazine, or submit an assignment, draw some money out of the bank. You might make a deal with someone about selling a car. You might give them $200 off, and they might trade something else as well. But yeah. And anyway, that's one run through, and got a bunch of words here as well, so stick with the core one for the moment, but I'm keeping some other ones around from type speed. And yeah, I'll go for another round. Mumble. Someone might mumble something. They're not going to say it terribly clear. They just sort of say under their breath and not say it too well, whereas someone who might speak up. Noticeable. So I might damage something, but it may be barely noticeable. Corporate. That might be to do with a company or similar. Someone might be from corporate rather than working in stores, where they go into work in an office rather than a retail shop. Target might be a target for an archery complex. Draw. Mercy. Village. Small settlement of people, so typically like in a country town. Maintain, so if you have a car, you might want to maintain it by checking its oil and things like the radiator fluids are there, and check the tires are pumped up to make sure that everything goes smoothly. He, when referring to a male. Spoon, form of cutlery. Issue, so a disposable, something might blow your nose on. Knee, the lower part of the body. Entire means you eat everything. I bought a cake, but the kids ate the entire amount, so there was none left for the parent that still might be going home. Prevent, you want to stop someone from doing something. So in this case, you might have a fence to prevent people from wandering too close to a cliff. Education, where people go and learn something. So higher education, like a university. Or superb. Something that's very well. Cautious. Someone cautious is looking around, making sure that no undue risk is taken. Aspect. So seeing as aircraft up there, a pilot's very cautious. They might not take off if they think something is wrong with the aircraft that could impact the safety of the flight. Giraffe. Animal with a very long neck, so it can eat leaves on tall trees. Diagram. A drawing. Prawn. Athletic. Athletic might run a lot. Totally. More. Anywhere. Damp. Severe. It could be a severe storm or severe flooding forecast for an area. Mine. Me. Consistent. Something that's the same all of the time. Model. Treasure. Certain. Concentration. Childish. Relief. Thorough. Very thorough in the search, making sure that everything was looked at. Everybody. Lap. Junior. dark, chemist, so chemist, swan, youngster, someone who's might be talking to a teenager or someone who's talented, adequate, 11, coffee, night, shake, precise, over, screw, policeman, church, 10, grandchild, so a child of someone's child, navy, moat, execute, businesswoman, departure, diamond, gender, abstract, train, funeral, lettuce, drain, lecturer, natural, helmet, cellar, serve, may, extreme, shorts, owl, check, throat, like, properly, white, avenue, noon, shallow, tunnel, pace, main, despite, and missing wide. So there might be a wide margin, so it wouldn't be close. The team might beat another, so it might be 35-10. So it's not going to be a close game like 2022. Bullet, something fired out of a gun. Something rarely happens. It doesn't happen very often at all. It happens like once a month, once a year. Disk, so for a computer, like a compact disk. Legislation is a law, potential law that has not yet been passed by government. So the politicians consider it legislation. Thought, I thought you were coming home late today, which is why I hadn't cleaned up yet. Unnatural, despite, range, administration, repair. You might be able to repair some things, or other, but it might need specialists in case it's like a broken phone with little bits of shards of glass everywhere. Sky might be clear, no clouds at all. Murderer, so it's a criminal where someone has killed somebody else. Command, so the officer, the captain of a ship might give some command to the engine room to increase the steam so the ship can go faster. Cemetery, it's a place where people are buried after they die. Breathing, I might have a cat sleep on the lounge and just watch its breathing. And tick, you could tick a box, the formality to go through. But a tick can also be a very, very small animal, and we'll go back to a cat where it might burrow in and dig into the cat, so we take it to the vet to get it looked at. Proceed, so something to go ahead. A dish, a type of food, and chicken, so a farm animal. So I just wanted to do this as a small demo and look to see what's to go through. So I'm happy to see about making custom types of words up, and one of the things I might do is elements in the periodic table and just focus on some numbers and some other ones, but I'm very happy to take requests. But otherwise I might just do general words and see about doing this maybe twice a week, and happy to take questions and similar at the end of it. I'll see about can change the settings with live streams so that captions can appear and be automatically generated. If that's of use, please let me know. But otherwise, if you've got any questions or comments, please let me know. I'll have a look into this, and I'll see about doing the subtitles for them as well, so people watching afterwards would be able to have it on and have it translated into their other languages they might be familiar with as well. I'll wrap it up here. And I might do a short video later saying, looking to bring this to the channel, and that I just wanted to do a walkthrough first and as a dress rehearsal and do it without any pressure. But I'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching and good night.